pretty good there. But now, got another 2 players coming up. We've got Syrup, the inaugural The Boy, champion of the previous Garden Brawl. Ended up taking it with Ness as a bit, which was great, by the way, if you weren't here for it. Great energy in the venue that day. And I'm feeling similar energy for today as well. And facing off against our challenger here, as we saw earlier on in the day, Mooch. Again, these 2 players rarely ever play against each other. These are 2 people that, like, one of those things where it's like tri-state random number generator of just like, give me 2 random players, it'll never play again, like Mooch and Syrup. And like now they're facing off here for to make it out of pools winner's side. Pretty exciting to see. Like
yeah, it's
Steve Pac-Man, bro. Like, that's one of those matchups where it's like on paper, but like in reality, it's honestly like pretty interesting to watch, like how Pac-Man players tend to like reinvent the way the game goes to try to face off against the way Steve commands the video game.
They're 2 characters that are cut from the same cloth in a lot of ways. So seeing how there is going to be a fair bit of downtime and a fair bit of just like weird interactions that'll come with how does each bonus fruit interact with each block? Do they destroy it at all? Do they damage them at all? Or will they just like do weird bounces like how Bell and Galaga tend to go? Things like that are gonna matter, and as well as the bevy of different the bevy of different scary options that Steve can have at his disposal, and Syrup gonna try and flex those a little bit once you get some more materials, it seems like, because this lead right now is firmly in Mooch's favor.
Mooch looking pretty strong right now, opting to set up that hydrant center stage. And the bell in hand, as I say that, nice DI, a way to avoid spike hitbox of that forward air. Not gonna have the conversion there into the up smash just yet. Again, hydrant covering that platform, waiting here patiently at the crafting table. A little bit overzealous there with the downer to catch Syrup. Now sitting in center stage, waiting to swat him out. Bell in hand, Pac-Man does not need to interact with that, especially as that challenge to minecart, but again, just barely missing the side special right there.
Off the point twice. It's so rough for Mooch.
Oh, no pickaxe.
Kind of needs. You need to always convert those against the C2 and a top 100, a top 50, a top 20 player.
Top 10 player.
Top 10 player. Syrup's crazy good. You can't be dropping stocks.
Exactly. Now the Diamond Tools online. Mooch looking to get as much extra credit as he can here on this first stock. Gal going to get dropped out there by that wall, but doing a good job. Oh, swatting him out there with the diamond backer. You know what? That was Steve's trademark right there.
Diamond bear into hydrant to close out the stock. Yeah, that's. Oh, whoa. Okay.
Well, I'm loving the aggression from Mooch, man. Yeah. A lot of players like playing a character like Pac-Man into Steve. You often see them like turtling up and being really afraid to interact with Steve. We're seeing from Mooch right now. He's challenging it. He's putting his foot down right now, this matchup so far.
In the horizontal space, Pac-Man does have a lot of just sheer by-the-numbers answers to some things that Steve might want to go for. Not always in range, but in off-stage environment, you absolutely can find windows where Steve has to commit to a minecart or an elytra, and you can punish that with a forward air or with a back air or something like that. Unfortunately, on stage, Steve tends to be favored in longer interactions, and this is exactly why. Every time Pac-Man has to charge bonus fruit or has to put down a hydrant or something of the like, that's all the time that Steve gets to mine all this extra resources, and with basically a full iron bar and another diamond for next stock, plenty of gold and redstone, this is not looking good on the resource game for Mooch.
Mooch wants to fight this Steve at his strongest, and he got it, man. Apple gonna still destroy the last hit there of that minecart. Gonna close out here, trying to find the ending blow on this Steve. Minecart gonna spot you again, the barely lasting hit. So the Apple's gonna drop down and do it, and Apple day keeps the Steve away. Last stock scenario here. Diamond Tools online, of course, Galaga as well, but setting up this cascading stairs. Gonna catch that landing there with the back air. And Syrup, a little bit of time to get ramped up, but definitely found a good flow, and definitely recognizing already, like, with a place where Mooch wants to be, and calling him out there for being overzealous in certain situations.
Yeah, it's those specific mid-air interactions. On stage, mid-air, around like platform height or a little higher, where Syrup just was so ready to challenge. Like whether it be with rising back airs, rising forward airs, or like off the block back airs we saw there. Like those are the spots where if Pac-Man wants to put out a hydrant at that height, Syrup is ready to challenge, like right off the jump, every time. And now we get to go back to big stage ideals, which is get your lead and then apparently cash out for 85 and then go right back to the resource game.
A wise man once told me,
Hit me.
no one ever picked Town City with good intentions.
No, not for
This is a Philly classic. I mean, everyone likes to go to Town City and get crazy, but like, Mooch definitely opting here and recognizing, again, a lot of his combo game is centered around the horizontal plane. A lot of those pickups there with the Galaga and the Bell. So it's just like, I think it can be easier said than done to actually catch Syrup out and get him to ledge. And now in situations like this is where you need to force the situation and get in there and make it worth it, make it count. There we go. Big Galaga pick up there. Did we make it? No. Nothing too bad. Ooh.
Missing out on a finisher, losing the stock for it, and then diamonds are immediately crafted there from Syrup. In a stage like this as well, any long game will reduce the amount of iron that you won't get as much iron rather as you would on small battlefield or any of those other stages. But there's a reason that Syrup crafted this diamond early, despite the high percentage on stock number 1, trying to get an opportunity to have a multitude of diamonds for the entire game and constantly keep Mooch on the back foot by playing the straight hit game way better. Oh, nice tech on the block. Life-saving tech.
We're going to catch him there to stop. Oh, the wood block saving Syrup right there. Had the stock almost confirmed. Gets that second lead. Like no pickoffs there. Mooch needs to close it out literally yesterday. Getting picked up there by the minecart. Strawberry coming in as well. And still has that pickaxe. So just like opt for those arrows right now. So those blocks are going to catch Mooch on the back foot. So unfortunate. And now last stock scenario here. Mooch is not looking too great for our Pac-Man right now.
The downside of Town and City rearing its face, right? Like you're mining with the axe the entire game, so you are rarely ever going to lose access to the pickaxe.
Oh my.
Yep. Keeping good spirits though is Mooch. The fist bump, the laugh, and the 3 stock to Syrup in pretty firm fashion.
He's yucking it up, man.
Yeah.
I love that. Good vibes.
You gotta. I mean, the SDI out and going off stage was actually pretty correct.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to try and you don't want to get pick looped like that. You don't want to potentially like tech on the stage and get caught with like a down smash or an up tilt no ladder. Like, the SDI off stage was correct, but just a little bit too antsy with the recovery. Still had his jump. Still had the use of side B. Still had like bonus recharge to stall. Like, could have cooled off a little bit. Justin with a chance to end the game right now. Oh, the neutral get up instead of just taking the get up.
Now, honestly, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's like for someone who typically isn't. I feel like the only like the biggest outlying like issue for Mooch there was like lack of Steve experience, where it's like had really good ideas. Really good, like we saw the bottom of the dirt walls. He would go run up and toss the Galaga, which would scoop up and hit the bottom of the wall, where he could run in. We saw a lot of the ideas like, okay, I don't want Steve to set up, so I'm going to get aggressive early on, and I'm going to toss out the apple to catch you on the back foot. A lot of like really, really good ideas. Like in practice, though, it's like, okay, but what do I do when Syrup does Syrup things, runs at me and opts for those up tilt trains? What do I do when I get like in like that forward air coming up from ledge? You know, it's a lot of like really good conceptual thinking, really good like trains of thought coming out. It's just like there's like certain situations where like you like wasn't ready for. You know, it's like it's unfortunate because he was good for 60% of Steve. It's like the 40% of Steve. It's like it's all Steve. So like sometimes you get Steved up. I'm using the word Steve a lot, but you know where I'm going with this.
Steve the noun and Steve the verb. Like,
It
can happen.
We're Steving out here on stream.
Yeah. So, excellent play from Mooch there. It's hard when you have Syrup, who's so good at interacting in midair, to cause some problems and to interrupt any player at any proper timing. Just like you'll see him at Collision 2025, coming up in just about 2 months at the Meadowlands Expo Center in Secaucus, New Jersey. It's super accessible to get to. Secaucus is a major metro hub, so getting there from the Newark Airport or New York City or New England or wherever else you may be coming
Anywhere
from.
in the world.
Yeah, publicly or through plane or through car or any other transportation method, you can always get to Secaucus, New Jersey, and you're going to want to be there and register right now at StartGG/collision before prices go up yet again. You can scan the QR code right in the top corner to register for it and catch all the updates, like how the applications for vendor and commentary just closed. All those updates are happening on twitter.com/collision smash.
And speaking of Collision Smash, you want to support the event coming up soon. Events like these, or just anything Collision related, make sure to support the Collision series, their events, production, and content. And speaking of the Collision series as well, their weeklies on Mondays, Fusion Weekly, start.gg/Fusion, with all the things Collision Smash has been doing for the New Jersey scene as of recently, or just in general. There are so many different ways to support, whether it's checking them out on the socials, it's coming out on Mondays and coming out for 7 p.m. for Ultimate Singles Bracket or Rivals 2 Bracket. You can check out players like B-Baz, like the strong one, and Smash. There's a lot of different reasons to support Collision in all different ways. And speaking of supporting tournaments, tell me about this.
This stream, this event, the Comic Palooza, a Undiscovered Realm Comic-Con coming up next weekend in White Plains, New Jersey. Going to have a Smash Ultimate and Melee bracket on the Collision Series stream, run by Smash Chester and the Undiscovered Realm, for a massive event with a 1K prize pool for Smash Ultimate and a $500 prize pool for Melee. Registration closes on June 19th. So make sure you register if you plan on going to start.gg/URCC 2025. Catch all the action and to see some upstate New York Smash.
Hell yeah, we'd love to see, again, we're talking all day, man, different flavors and versions of Smash.
Different locals, different environments. Yeah.
You guys have been getting a little bit too much of that, guys. To slow it down just a little bit. We're going to take a quick break before we move into top 16 here at Garden Brawl. To go grab a snack, get a drink, use the bathroom, but do not close the stream. We'll be right back with Ultimate Singles here at Garden Brawl 2025.